Howdy cowboys and cowgirls, I'm Cowboy Jack, and today I'm really excited. I'm here with my friend Louella Leblanc in Bead, Texas. We are at the Triple L Glamour Goat Company. What does that mean? Well, it can only mean a few things. You have a few goats, don't you?
I have quite a few goats.
So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna milk a goat?
We're gonna milk a goat.
Oh, I've never milked a goat in my entire life. I'm pretty excited about it. So let's get in there and let's milk some goats.
All right, let's do it.
All right, well here we are inside the barn with my little buddy, the goat right here. And she is a milk goat, so we're actually gonna take her, put her on this milking stand, and we're gonna get a bucket of milk right from nature's finest source. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun. I hope you guys are excited to see it. So what do we do now?
So we gotta encourage her to get up on the milking stand. And she loves feed. So we put the feed in there, she puts her head in. There we go. Now she'll want to try to
She's trying to sneak around.
She'll try to sneak around, but we want to encourage her to put her head in. Come on, Bella. Come here, girl. Hold on. There you go. She has horns, so sometimes it's a little more difficult. And then we lock her in place. I get this all locked up for y'all. And then we're ready to go.
All right.
So you want to. We're gonna wipe her down first.
Okay.
Her udders. Some little soapy water.
Now, did she have babies recently?
She did. So milking goats, once they kid, you wanna wait a few weeks so that the babies get their milk. I dam raise all my kids. They stay on their mom. So she's actually been sitting, we kept her separated overnight from her kids so that her milk builds up so we can milk her.
See, and that's really funny. We always think about goats, like what do you call a goat that's little, that's just born? We would say just baby goats, but they're actually called kids.
They're called kids, yes.
How many babies do goats usually have? How many kids do goats usually have?
So usually the first kidding, we call them kiddings, the first one they have usually one, but I've had some have up to 4.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of kids.
I had one that had one kid, the rest of them had twins and triplets this year.
Wow, that's a lot of goats running around this place.
All
but
right.
you have a lot of goats here.
I do.
All right, so what's next?
So we're gonna put the pail underneath, okay? And I'm gonna show, you want me to start her out?
Sure.
Okay. Whoops. So she gets bouncy sometimes when she's figuring, if I can get in the pail would be a good shape. Hold on, Bella. So you're gonna lift up and squeeze. Lift up and squeeze. It's just like a cow.
Wow, that is really cool.
So the babies hit her like this when they're nursing, and that releases the milk. And she's dancing.
And she's doing the milk dance right now.
Her teats are probably really full right now, her udders, and so it might be uncomfortable at first.
She's being a little sensitive. That's
there you go.
Well, just think about your feed right there, pretty girl. Just eat that up and we'll take care of your milk, okay?
You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, Miss Goat Milk. Let's see what you got, girl.
So you're gonna push up and squeeze. So you're gonna push up and then squeeze.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just hurting her.
It's like a...
There we go.
There you go.
I am milking a goat. Maybe.
Maybe.
She's gonna
it takes practice. It's hard.
This is a learned skill, but that is so cool. Guys, come back here and you can see really good. See, Miss Louella's using her hand to get all that milk out. This is really cool.
Sometimes we gotta hold their leg up. They have their little ways they like to be milked.
Wow, and how often do you have to milk them?
So I milk mine once a day. I don't breed all my goats. I only selectively breed. Try to keep it manageable because all the goats are hand milked. You can't use a machine on these guys.
Okay.
It's not like a
Yeah,
cow.
because a lot of the dairy operations, they use big machinery.
Right.
Oh, come on, girl. You be trying to spill your milk. Boy, look at that. That is the freshest goat's milk I've ever seen. It's a really nice creamy color, and this has a lot of health benefits too, doesn't it?
It does. Goat's milk, the pH of goat milk is similar to our own skin, so that's why we use it. Nigerian dwarfs actually have the highest percentage of milk fat of all goat breeds.
Okay, Nigerian goats are the little
miniature
guys.
milking goats, yes.
Okay.
And they also, it contains lactic acid, so it sheds away dead skin cells. It's really good and natural occurring vitamins.
But you do a lot of fun stuff with this, don't you?
I do.
So what are some of the things you use this for?
So I make goat milk soaps, lotions, shampoo bars, facial cream. There's lots of products that we make. We make over, actually we did a tally this last few days, and between continued and discontinued goat soaps, we make over 50.
Wow. And that, I mean, you can take this goat milk right here and use it to make really amazing stuff that can even make a cowboy smell good, right?
Yes.
That is so cool. Wow, guys, look what we found in the barn. A couple of kids playing around. Now, they're not used to people just yet because they're teeny tiny little bitty babies. So we'll let them get with their mama and hang out, but I just wanted to show you real quick. All right, now here we are. Do you call this the kitchen or the lab?
It's the lab.
I like the lab. So this is where all the magic happens. This is where you take that all natural, freshly squeezed goat milk and turn it into things like soap and lotions and all kinds of cool stuff, right?
Yes, for sure.
So what do we got here?
So we are gonna make soap.
Awesome.
Goat milk soap.
I see a really cool mold right there.
That is.
You guys see what that looks like? That's the best state in the entire union, the great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. All right, I'm already happy with this soap and I haven't even seen it yet.
All right, so we're gonna get started with all our oils and our butters. So we're gonna be starting out with some olive oil.
Wow, that's a lot of olive oil.
It's a lot of olive oil, yes. We add...
Ooh, look at that, guys. That's a whole lot of olive oil.
We add our coconut oil.
Coconut oil. I love coconut oil. It's really good for your skin, really good for your body too.
It is. It is really, really wonderful. And then last thing we have is our palm kernel oil.
Palm kernel oil. I've never seen that before.
So what we are going to need to do is take all these oils and the butters and put it on the stove and get them to melt.
Okay, well, I can do that. So we're just gonna put it right here on the burner?
We're gonna use a double
boiler.
Boil it.
Okay, I know about this. So in it goes. It's not enough to hold it down.
No, it's gonna float it so it doesn't burn, and we're gonna put a little lid on it and let it cook.
Cool. So now we just let this heat up.
We let it heat up.
See, a double boiler, there's actually water in this pot till about right here. And then this pot sits down on top of that so that it doesn't get direct heat, it's indirect heat. It doesn't overcook it or burn it, right?
Right.
So cool. Now, cowboys and cowgirls, goats are really clever critters. They can get up on almost anything. Look at them, they're standing up on top of the porch up there. That is so cool. Hey, you silly guys, come on down here. Now you've got everything from chickens to goats, even a couple horses out in the pasture. Boy, they have all kinds of really fun animals out here.
Come on, guys. No, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at these guys. There's just so many of them up in here, and those little bitty babies are so cute. Hey guys. Come here, little buddy. I made friends with this guy right here. Look at that. I love this little gruff they've got right here. This little bitty beard. That's so cool. Oh, wow. You have a little bitty baby there.
I do.
What's this guy's name?
I have not. I think we're going to name her Sweetie. We're keeping her. She's a doll.
Oh, Sweetie. I like that name. What a pretty girl. What's your donkey's name?
Her name's Margarita. Come here, girl. Like, yeah, no.
All right, so here we go. This is that actual goat's milk that we just milked a little while ago. And we're gonna add it into here, and this is gonna become part of the soap. There we go. Look at that. All right, cowboys and cowgirls. Now, when you're making soap, what do we use that's very reactive?
We are using sodium hydroxide, which is lye.
Sodium hydroxide,
Yes.
AKA lye. So we need to put on some safety equipment like these gloves. They'll protect our hands, but then we also have to protect our eyes too,
That's
right? Whew. Hold on, let me get... Safety first, always, especially you would be doing this with an adult. But we also put on safety glasses to protect our eyes. Let me make sure everything is fit. Hey, wait a second, are you guys laughing at my hair? Okay, let me put my hat back on. These guys are always laughing at my hair. All right, so what do we do with this lye?
So next up is we are gonna go ahead and pour out the lye that we're gonna use for our soap. So we're gonna measure it out. There we go.
Wow, look at that, a big old bowl of lye, AKA sodium hydroxide?
That's right.
That's right, okay. And like she said, this stuff is very reactive, so we have to be very careful how we're handling it. This isn't something that you'd want to touch or ever get involved with without an adult.
All right, and next up, this is kind of the cool part. You think you can pour this in here for us?
Absolutely.
So what's in here is our goat's milk and water.
Okay, so do I just pour it all in, or do I need to do this slowly?
Do it slowly. You want to pour it in slowly. And we're going to start stirring. Nice. There you go.
Here, whoops, a little bit more in there.
A little bit more. All right, we can just set it down right there. Great. You want to stir?
Wow, look at that. I see a color change. What is that all about? That is
So that is
cool.
the lye reacting to the fat in the goat's milk.
Okay, that is exciting. Boy, it almost looks like we're melting butter in here now.
That's right. All right.
Keep going.
Yep. Next up, I'm gonna have you, if you don't mind, you are gonna pour that directly into these. This is all the oils that we had.
So that's that coconut oil, the palm
Kernel oil. And olive oil.
Okay.
And then we also have a little bit of vitamin E that we add to ours.
All right, so you want me to go ahead and pour this in there?
Go ahead and pour it in.
Ooh.
And I have my blender.
All right, this feels like a big responsibility.
Nice and slow. And we're gonna start.
Got a chunk here.
It can go ahead and go in. There you go. Nice.
All right.
You want to go ahead and I'll let you
Okay.
Beat it up there.
Wow, this is a really efficient mixer there.
Great. So what we're looking for is, they call it trace. So it's just movement where you can see it, the lines going when you're mixing. So you keep on going for me, because we cold process our soaps, so it doesn't get heat up super high. You won't see it get super thick, but it does have a little bit of a flow to it.
Okay.
Nice.
Good here?
We're good for a second. So I'm gonna have you grab that brown packet right there, the golden, there you go.
Okay.
And this is mica, so it's a natural mineral, and that's what we use to color our soaps.
Okay.
So if you wanna, we can open that up.
Let's just cut that open there.
There we go.
All right. Now, you want me to dump this in there?
You're actually just gonna do a couple. So I have right here a teaspoon.
Okay.
You're gonna do a couple teaspoons in there. And that's gonna give it color.
Just right in there.
Drop it in.
Wow, that's a really cool color.
So just like the color wheel, we have to blend colors. Since this is yellow, and then we get the gold. So that's how I make the different colors of our soaps, is kind of between the oils and the actual natural color of the goat's milk. We can go ahead and start blending it again.
All right.
We want to get all those chunks out. There you go. Fantastic. So the last step is I'm gonna use this, and we're gonna put our scent.
This stuff right here?
That's right.
Okay. Cedar leather. Boy, I bet that smells really good.
It does. So this is the makings of our Cowboy Up soap. So
okay.
Cowboy Jack's here.
Perfect. Cowboy Up with Cowboy Jack.
So we open it up. This one has a little over there. There we go. And so it's kind of an exact science with soap making. So you got to make sure that you're pouring everything to pretty exact.
Just like baking a cake, you have to get the ingredients just right. If you use too much of something, it won't come out just right.
All right, and if you want to go ahead and you can pour that in and start it going.
All right, here we go. In with the smell and start mixing this bad boy up. Wow, it's really fragrant. I can smell it from all the way up here. This smells amazing. This is so cool. This is like natural science here. I mean, we're using all these natural ingredients to make something really great for our bodies. And it all started with a little bit of goat's milk. This is so cool. Wow. All right.
All right, and we are ready. So we're gonna set that to the side.
Oops.
You're good. We'll just set it right here. All right, last step is pouring. So we're gonna pour in our molds.
Whew, okay, maybe I'll watch you do this.
You wanna watch me do this part?
I think so. I would hate it if I spilled a whole batch of soap.
All right, so I take this.
Look at that, guys, that is so cool. And isn't that crazy, cowboys and cowgirls? I mean, that is liquid form right now, but after just a few short weeks, this will harden up and it'll turn into just like a bar of soap you use at home. Really great soap at that too. So how long do you let this soap sit in these molds?
So they sit in the molds themselves for about 24 to 48 hours to harden up. And then after that, I'm gonna put them on a drying rack, and they'll sit on the drying rack for 6 weeks.
Wow, 6 weeks.
Yes. So once you've poured, you wanna spray with alcohol, and that's gonna release any bubbles in the soap.
Okay.
And then you're gonna let it sit for 24 to 48 hours, and then pop it out and put it on a drying rack.
That is so cool.
So what I use is,
Milk crates.
That's right. You can use dishwasher, professional dishwasher, but we use these. We put the soap out on these, and then we let them cure. So I'm gonna give you some soap that we made previously and let you pop it out so you can see what it looks like.
This is so cool. So this has been sitting in there for a while.
It has.
And you just pop it out. Wow, cowboys and cowgirls, look at that. The great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. That is so cool. Wow. Look at that. I just love, and these molds are really detailed. Boy, I mean, I see the Galveston Bay right there. I see the Rio Grande Valley. I see El Paso out here. Big Bend, of course, West Texas, my favorite. Up here in Dallas and Fort Worth, the Panhandle. This is so cool. Wow. Who knew making soap could be so much fun? This is awesome. And like we were talking about, this is all natural, all health beneficial ingredients. That is so fun. And you know, when I milked that goat with you this morning, I would have never expected that we could take that and make something like soap, but here I am holding goat milk soap. That is such a cool experience. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
All right, well now that we're done making the soap, we have to clean up our hands. You know, we were exposed to things like lye and other chemicals in here that you wouldn't want to just leave on your hands the rest of the day. So I'm actually going to use this Cowboy Up soap that we made and wash my hands real quick. You know, it's very important to wash your hands. So, hold on a second. Do you guys know how long you should wash your hands for? I'd say, and the CDC actually recommends that we wash our hands for 20 seconds. So something really fun about 20 seconds is that if you sing my theme song, the Cowboy Jack song by Shiny Ribs, for 2 verses, the Hey Come On Let's Go, the Cowboy Jack Show, do that twice. That's about 20 seconds, a great time to wash your hands. You guys want to do it with me? All right.
Hey, come on, let's go. Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack Show. Hey, come on, let's go. Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack Show.
And see, looky there, now our hands are nice and clean. And boy, my hands feel absolutely amazing. That soap is so just nice and sudsy and luxurious. My hands feel really soft and great. And that's good because we've been out milking goats, hanging out with goats, looking at chickens, doing all kinds of fun stuff today. Wow. All right, cowboys and cowgirls. Wow, what an incredible day out here in Bead, Texas. We've had so much fun with my friend Louella at the Triple L Glamour Goat Company, and we learned how to milk a goat. That was a really fun experience, but we got to meet all those goats. They were running all around us. We got to see those little bitty babies, and then we actually took some of that goat's milk that's super nutritious and healthy and natural, and we turned it into incredible soaps. I mean, my hands are still feeling amazing from this experience. I had so much fun today, and I hope you did too. I mean, check out her amazing truck here. You can see things like where you could find her on Facebook and Instagram, because she actually sells this soap in a lot of places right here in the Lone Star State. And look, she even has a picture of some of her little goats right here on the truck. It has been so much fun, and you couldn't ask for better weather today. I mean, it got a breeze. Hey, are you guys laughing at my hair again? All right, I'll put my hat back on. Well, I hope you had a blast, because my face hurts. I've been smiling so much and having so much fun. But until I see you next time, yeah!